Hello people, so I thought I'd do something a little bit fun today. I am going to react to some Harry Potter quotes taken out of context. I just thought this would be a really fun video to do. I think I'm going to try and turn this into a try not to laugh challenge as well, so why don't you play along. But before I begin, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already and you are new to my channel, and give this video a thumbs up because it's going to be really fun. And yeah, without further ado, let's get on with the video. Some wizards just like to boast that theirs are bigger and better than other people's. Smiling doesn't count, by the way. Malfoy was screaming and holding Harry so tightly it hurt. Well, Ron said finally, looking up at Harry. How was it? Harry considered for a moment. Wet, he said truthfully. I'm just smiling, I'm not laughing yet. Harry didn't sleep all night. He could hear Neville sobbing into his pillow for what seemed like hours. Harry couldn't think of anything to say to comfort him. He knew Neville, like himself, was dreading the dawn. What would happen when the rest of the Gryffindors found out what they'd done? Oh, that was a tough one. I don't know, said Harry. Maybe it's better when you do it yourself. I didn't enjoy it much when Dumbledore took me along for the ride. An engorgement charm, I suppose, said Hermione, halfway between disapproval and amusement. Well, you've done a good job on them. That's what your little sister said Hagrid, nodding at Ron. Met her just yesterday. Hagrid looked sideways at Harry, his beard twitching. I'm going to admit I've not heard any of these before so far, so this is just makes it even better. Tell George not to... Ouch, George, no, there's no room. Harry could see Draco Malfoy banging his goblet on the table. It was a sickening sight. Rather thicker than one usually sees, quite rigid. 10 1/4 inches. Tired of walking in on Harry, Hermione and Ron all over the school, Professor McGonagall had given them permission to use the empty Transfiguration classroom at lunchtimes. It's in fine condition. You treat it regularly? Polished it last night, said Cedric, grinning. Harry looked down at his own wand. He could see finger marks all over it. He gathered a fistful of robe from his knee and tried to rub it clean, surreptitiously. Several gold sparks shot out of the end of it. Fleur Delacour gave him a very patronising look, and he acceded. This also works for the swap wand for Willy that was going around quite a few years ago. Mr. Ollivander spent much longer examining Harry's wand than anyone else's. Snape, ejaculated Slughorn, who looked the most shaken, pale and sweating. Harry, however, had never been less interested in Quidditch. He was rapidly becoming obsessed with Draco Malfoy. Sirius pushed his chair roughly aside and strode around the table towards Snape, whipping his wand out as he went. Snape whipped out his own. I've also heard that with the swap wand with Willy, and it just makes it so much better. There's so many Harry Potter quotes that if you swap wand with Willy, it's just special. It's special, okay? We're not going to use magic, Ron ejaculated loudly. Okay, that was because it took me by surprise. It's just the fact that Ron ejaculated loudly. I swear, if that is an actual quote from the Harry Potter books, J.K. Rowling did that purposely. She must have. Why so miserable, Harry? He said quietly. You should be very proud of yourself after last night. Instead, he contented himself with scrawling a note to Ron. Let's do it tonight. Ron read the message, swallowed hard, and looked sideways at the empty seat usually filled by Hermione. The sight seemed to stiffen his resolve, and he nodded. Yeah, size is no guarantee to power, said George. What do you mean, said Harry. You've never been on the receiving end, have you? But whether James really did take off Snape's pants, Harry never found out. Harry saying this, we've been at it for hours, if I could just rest. Snape, the Dark Lord isn't resting. He was on all fours again on Snape's office floor. What did he do to you, did he? Aunt Petunia said in a quavering voice, now sponging sick from the front of Dudley's leather jacket. Was it you know what, darling? Did he use his thing? Oh, sweet, innocent Diddy. Voldemort put a bit of himself in me, Harry said, thunderstruck. He pushed the door ajar and peered inside, and a horrible scene met his eyes. Snape and Filch were inside, alone. Snape was holding his robes above his knees. That is all of the Harry Potter quotes taken out of context that I'm going to be doing today. Please leave me a comment down below if any of them made you laugh. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I thought it was really fun, and it was certainly really fun to make. If you're new to my channel and you haven't already, then please don't forget to subscribe to join my little magical corner. I make videos every single week for your enjoyment, so please come and subscribe to join the fun. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you next time.